Hey, welcome everyone. You're in for a treat today. I'm going to sketch a horse here. I'm going to rough sketch it in like a light pencil, so if I need to erase it, I can do it. And then I'm going to sketch it with these, then I'll darken it up. These are different levels of darkness for B, 2B, 6, 2, 8 levels of darkness, and then use a brush. They're water soluble. Then I can use a brush and darken it in wherever I want. So let me get started here. I'm going to do a horse, just a rough sketch of it real quick, and then I'll adjust it if I need to. I kind of got the size of it that I want. Boo-doo-boo, boo-doo-doo-doo-boo. I just started doing these horses not too long ago. So I've been practicing them. They're pretty fun. Do 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 do. Boo-doo-boo-boo-boo-doo-boo. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Ba da ba 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 ba. Put the tail on here. It's looking good. Pretty good. After I get it this, I'm going to darken it up with those darker pencils, and I'll go from there. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Ba da ba 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 ba. This guy needs to be longer. There we go. Very cool. I think that's good enough. His head might be a little large, but I'm going to go with it. So there's also going to be a landscape behind this horse. So Do 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 do. Appreciate you guys watching. So this is the fun part. I'm going to use these other pencils now, and I'll start with the 2B. And I'll try and clean up the horse here. Looks pretty good. Hey, I got 3 likes already. Let's see who's watching today. Thanks for tuning in. Grant, how you doing? PJ. I've been art since, oh man. When I lived in Vegas. I'm in Seattle now. So, I mean, I've been doing art since I was a kid as well. You know, I used to make, my own superheroes. You know. But I mainly do landscapes. So I just started doing these horses not too long ago. I'm trying to get, better at sketching them. When I was younger, I used to sketch a lot. That's all I used to do when I was a kid. Now it's different. Now I paint more. When I do a landscape, I don't even have to sketch anything out. I just painting. This is this is water-soluble pencils. I'll show you how cool they are once I get shading in here. You just wet the brush and then start shading everything in. It turns these into pretty much like like a charcoal sketch. I'll make a hoofs dark. What I want to do is when I'm done, I'm going to paint the horse, but I'm going to leave the background just like it is. Oh, I was going to sketch. I was going to paint the background first. I forgot. So now I don't know. Now I don't know what I'm going to do. I am going to paint the horse, though, like brown and white. So anyway, there's that. Now let me get the brush. Now this is water-soluble graphite. So now you can use a brush, and I'm going to blend it in. This is the fun part. So hold on, I got to get fresh water and a paper towel. There's a towel. Let me get some fresh water. Hold on. All right, cool. So now let's start. All you got to do is wet the brush now. And let me start here on this belly here. And you just start blending in the graphite. Wet it and it ends up looking pretty cool. See how cool that's looking? And then I'm going to lightly paint the horse with maybe like a light brown. It's going to come out looking really cool. It's a different style of art. But it's pretty cool how this graphite works. The brush comes with the pencils, so that's what makes it nice. a really good brush. I mean, it's got a nice pointy tip on it. It almost it reminds me of maybe a like a, I've never done watercolor, but this could be similar to like a watercolor brush, I'm thinking. Do 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 do. Try and fix this. I don't like that hoof right there. Well, I didn't do the best. These legs, you got to get them just right, or they'll look kind of funky, you know. That's looking pretty good. I think I've done better, but it is what it is. All right, I think that came out pretty good. I'm going to roughly put the tail in. All this is going to be dark black. His mane and tail. So I'm just going to roughly blend this graphite in here. But you can see if you practice this long enough, you get pretty good at it. Right on. I got 5 likes already. Appreciate that. So when I do the acrylic paint now, I'll show you. It's going to be very light brown on the body. And these dark spots will end up being the shadows. So I use the same color here, and then this ends up being darker for the shadows. Works out pretty good. Wow, I like that. Came out pretty good. Do a 5-minute highlight there. See who's in the chat room. Nicole, how you doing? You already know this is a good painting, huh? Well, yeah. I've only done a couple horses, so I hope it comes out good. But what's cool is pencils I'm using. Let's see. So I'm going to put some shading on the rocks here. So I'm going to put a sun up here. We'll put the sun over here. So because he's running this way. Let's do a big sun in the sky here. And we'll sketch some of it in. And then I'm going to make his rays come down. Wow, that's cool. That's going to look really cool. Now check this out. Now I'll do the sky with the water-soluble pencils. You take now and let's make the sun first. Wet your brush. We'll shade the sun in a little bit here. It's almost like if you've ever worked with charcoal. maybe, I don't know. I've never done watercolor, so I can't say if it is watercolor. Although I am putting water on the brush, but pretty fun though. It gives me something else to do because I always do landscapes. This just allows me to try something new, something different. I kind of think I want to fill the sun in most of the way. I'll leave like one white spot in there. There we go. All right. Do the mountains. Thanks for all the likes, everybody. I think I need the mountains. So the light's coming here, so we'll put our shade on the left here. All right, good enough. Ba-da-ba-ba. Yesterday, if you're new to the channel, yesterday my power was off here at the house, and I was trying to paint with a flashlight. I have the videos on the my channel. So this piece of art, I think I'll leave the background the way it is and just paint the horse. So I think it'll cool. Hey, Sabine. Siobhan, I can't remember how to say your name. How do you pronounce it again? I remember you told me. How you been? Germany, yeah, we got someone from Germany. Nadja comes in a while. I'm glad these videos are getting across the water. I was hoping that these would go, worldwide. I don't think I ever darkened up these lines here. So this is these new pencils I bought. If you just joined in, you take a wet brush and you can blend the graphite down and do some shading with it. And then I'm going to paint the horse with the acrylic paint. I think it's going to come out fine. I like it because if you're a painter, you're going to like it because you get to use a brush, you know. I mean, this would probably look good in charcoal too. I used to mess around with charcoal. I used a mix of charcoal and oil paint. We'll put some kind of bushes down here. Isn't that cool what you can do with this? I'm kind of rushing, but I just wanted you guys to see this. If you like sketching, you might this, and you can try the brush thing. I think you'll like it if you've never painted before. It's similar to painting. All right, now I'm going to paint the horse. And I might do a light blue on the sky. I want to let this dry a little so I don't bleed the colors. But look at that. Oh, I didn't even do my tree. That's right. So I also have a tree here coming down here. These are really cool trees. We'll have it coming at this. There we go. Just like a tree branch over there. I think the more stuff you put in, you know, the better. Very cool. It's not a bad brush that they give you. With the kit. It's real pointy. I'll probably put some blossoms on here. Alright, there we go. Alright, now it's done. Alright, let me paint the horse. I think good. Put these pencils away. I'm going to turn on my chat room so I can see what you guys are saying. YouTube. So I put my painting on X that I did earlier, the green, the planet painting, and I'm getting some likes on X with this one. It's just painting I decided to do in green for like save the planet type stuff, you know. Not letting me open up my live. I got too many things open in the phone. Hold on a second, guys. Fern. All the way from Germany. That's amazing. Must be late over there, huh? Alright, so I'm going to paint the horse now with light brown. Which is like a burnt umber. I'm off for the rest of the day. I went to work at 5 in the morning. Or no, 3 in the morning to unload the truck. And I only had to work 4.5 hours. Which is kind of weird. I don't waking up that early and then only getting 4 hours, you know. This is the brown. Now, see how I'm going over the dark spots too? It's going to create the shadows or the darker areas. So I go over both the light and dark. And it's going to create the shadows in there. just experimenting. What I wanted to do was next time I'm just going to throw color up here. Blue, gray, brown, and green. Like, and then sketch a horse in there. If his head ends up being blue, I'm going to leave it. You know what I mean? Just it's just an idea I got. I do it sometimes with the abstract faces I do. It's looking good. What's cool about acrylic paint when it dries, it really looks cool. Because the paint flattens down when it dries. It really looks amazing. So the way I'm painting this is with a really wet acrylic brush, and my brush is really wet, so that's why I say it's almost like watercolor. And I go over the dark areas with the paint, and it creates the shadows. Pretty fun. Then I'm going to put, other colors in there, like white and highlights. Wow. I'm really digging that. I think I need my Da Vinci brush. I got this brush. It's a Da Vinci number 10. It's number 10 round. It's really good for tight spots. Like down here on the legs. Very cool. Now I'm trying to work it now to make it look better. Some curves in there and stuff. You guys ready for the hair and the tail? This is gonna really make the painting look good here, or the sketch. You're not gonna believe the difference once the is in. It's really gonna make this horse pop. This is my favorite part, putting. Right now, it looks kind of average, but this is going to really bring it together. I kind of want to make some curvy. Snare if I can. I'll use a smaller brush to do that. Pretty cool. It's getting there. What a difference. Let me get a smaller brush for the eye and the hoofs. Once these are painted black, it's gonna really come together. All right, I'm digging it. I put white, a little white in the tail and the eyes for highlights. Thanks for watching, everyone. This is probably only the third horse I've done like this with the graphite pencils. So I'm still used to those. Still getting used to them. Wow. I'm really digging it. I know I got room to get better for sure. I mean, I think if I do horse like once a week, I should get pretty good at them. It's all about their legs and getting style down. Wow. That is really cool. I wonder if I should turn it into a comic book horse. Yeah. Yeah. You guys will not believe it when I do it, if I do it. How you doing? Hopefully you guys are still here. PJ, Grant, Fern, Germhouse. Let me I'm gonna take a screenshot of this because I might be able to print this and sell this the way it is here. Because I'm gonna try some different things now. Another screenshot. Okay. Uh, let's do it. I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna show you a cool thing. It's kind of like line art. Okay. Let me get rid of this palette so I can put my black on there. All I really need now is black and white for this part. And I'm using, this is acrylic fluid paint, okay, for the outlining. I use paint here, but for the outlines I'm going to use this fluid paint. I might get to try my dagger brush here. I got a dagger brush that's good for, you know, lines. Let me try it out. I haven't used it yet. I've used a larger style like this, but I haven't used this smaller one. Wow. really precise. This is really gonna clean the horse up as well. You know when you do art and your lines at the on the edge are very clean, it it helps the painting look better. Okay, like these lines I got up here are kind of rough. They're not straight, so that's what I'm trying to attempt to do now is clean this up a bit. Yeah, I think I like it. Ba 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 da 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 ba. I didn't expect to do all this here. cool. I might need my liner brush now. I think I'm gonna have to do something with the background now. Do 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 do. All right, let me get the white now. Pretty good. I don't know if I like this dagger brush. It was hard to control because my hand is so big and this thing is so small. That's why I like the larger brushes uh, paint with. These small ones are really delicate, I guess. So, same thing. It's golden fluid acrylic paint, titanium white. I think this is pretty opaque. It doesn't say on here, but it does cover really well. So we'll put some light. Well, the light's coming from behind, but we'll put try and put some kind of horseshoe there, I guess. The light's coming from, I'm still going to put some light here on the hoof. It just looks cool when you got a little white in here. Maybe there's something reflecting. So yeah, I think that's right. I got this going the right way. It's supposed to be a wild horse, but somebody put horse. It's a painting. You could do whatever you want. When I do my abstract faces, this is my favorite part, putting this white in on my faces. It really makes the painting pop when you add this white, especially, you know, on a darker color. Need to wet the brush a little. Even though that paint is fluid paint, you still got to sometimes wet your brush just a little, just to get it to flow better. But this is a new brush, so it's still breaking it in. Well, hopefully you guys are getting some ideas from this. There we go. That looks pretty good. I kind of like that. A little white there. Let's put a little white back. Can't really, I mean, the sun's behind the horse. Can't really light them up too much in the front. There you go, guys. It's been an hour and 20 minutes. So I think I'm going to end this video there. But look how cool that looks now when he's outlined in black. And all these other lines I put in here, this is something you see in a comic book. You could put these lines anywhere you want. I'm just trying to follow the contour. It adds a lot to the horse. Take a look at a comic book and you'll see what I mean. They add those lines in to emphasize things, shade, stuff like that. So that horse, it cleaned up quite a bit when I outlined it because it looked kind of rough. My edges. Assign this one. I'm going to throw this on X. See what kind of response I get. Just like this, with the background like this, I'm still debating whether or not if I'm going to paint the background, because it's kind of difficult to do. I'd have to be real careful. But I could do it. I'd use a watered down version of acrylic paint. Alright everybody, thanks much for watching. That's a really cool looking horse. If you're new to the channel, I appreciate it. I pretty much paint every day, so I only work part-time, so I have a lot of time, and I also play in 2 bands. The Rick and Lisa, we're on YouTube if you want to see me play guitar and sing, and the Magnolia Steel Band, we're on YouTube as well. There you go. Pretty cool horse. We'll see you guys next live. I'll be coming up in about 20 minutes to do a landscape. All right. No regret. I could look up some tribal stuff. Yeah, that stuff's kind of cool, huh? Tribal. I live here in Seattle, and I have a place here down the street called Discovery Park, and the Indians own the part of this park, and they had a totem pole they were working on. The whole tribe would come and, do a little bit of painting on it and do a little work on it. But man, it took them almost 8 years to finish that pole. It was just laying on the ground for 10 years, and they finally stood it up. It's all done now. Finally, it's kind of cool looking. I'll look into it. All right, guys. Cheers.